This video is about I want to talk to men again. Last time I was sort of talking to men on the I guess on the left-ish, and now I want to talk to men who are considering or feeling the pull to the right-wing ideology. So I kind of want to, it's similar to the last talk, but a little bit different. Basically, I wanted to point out the seductions and the inconsistencies from my perspective that are coming out of the right-wing ideologies. And you know, I guess, so apologies to everyone who listens to this, but usually these talks don't really get going and get good and get to the meat of interesting, important ideas till about minute 10 or so, because that's sort of how my mind works. And these are just freestyle talks because I don't have time to make structured videos. I just can talk while I'm going from point A to point B. So again, this video is more about kind of like the dangers of the right-wing ideology. Dangers. The dangers to our community and to our civilization and to our planet inherent in the right-wing ideology. So I heard it said a great way, and also just this video is about, it's about a lot of things. It's me sorting out how to talk to you men that are considering being on the right. I think once you make the choice to become a particular ideology, it's very rare that anyone ever switches back. So I'm not really talking to the people who've already switched to the right, although I'm sure I'll get a lot of hate comments from people who've already switched, from men who've already switched to the right. This talk is more geared towards men who are more in the middle. So I guess what I'm going to say is I want to talk about Donald Trump. I want to talk about why he's a very bad example for what masculinity should be. And maybe a little bit about Elon, but more about Donald. And I want to give an alternative perspective of what true masculinity is. So I'm going to put it this way. I'm going to say it over. Now masculinity can cross over all kinds of political spectrums. But you know, I think Donald Trump's just such a great example of what masculinity isn't. You know, masculinity isn't reactive and defensive, you know, and it's not brash and bold. True masculinity, I believe, is living by a code. It's living by a code that honors the process. So here's the thing. I don't think you can call yourself truly masculine if what you're focused on is results. If a true masculine male lives by a code of honor in which above the results, they follow the code. And that in a nutshell is why Donald Trump should not be followed by any masculine, true masculine, heroic man. Donald Trump focuses entirely on power accumulation and the results. He does not focus on process. And I, you know, all you Donald Trump lovers out there, go ahead, send the hate mail. I don't care. I do care, you know, it sucks getting hate mail, but whatever. You know, I didn't lose Donald Trump with all of the ideological ideas that he put forth. What lost me on Donald Trump was when the first time I read an article about the subcontractors that he screwed over on one of his development projects. And then as I dug deeper into that, there's a trail of good, hardworking men who got fucked over by Donald Trump. He declared bankruptcy 6 times. You know what he did? He stiffed all those people that built all that shit for him. Didn't pay him a penny, but still kept, you know, his Trump Tower or whatever, restructured his debt and put it into some sort of rich guy protection mode. You know, so how that man who has built his empire on the tears of hardworking men can be a hero for men, you know, it's just, you gotta have a true man will question that, will be like, wait a minute, this man isn't living up to a moral code, a moral character that I stand for. If you call yourself a true man, you have to live by a code. And that code has to be for the benefit of those that you protect. If you want to be a man who protects a small order of a tribe, well, that's fine. Go ahead and do that. I prefer to be a man who's protecting humanity and the life essence of life on earth. But that's just me, you know. I mean, fine, be tribal if that's what you need to do. Again, I think that I think the highest order of masculinity is being a protector of humanity, of the grand scale of humanity, and of, even more importantly than that, of life on earth, of our brothers and sisters in the life community. Okay, got a little fired up. I'm where I need to be, so I don't know if this talk's gonna go live or not, but that's my little thing. What is it to be a true man?